has been your experience receiving and giving feedback? Today, we're diving into the world of feedback, what it really means, why it's crucial for personal and professional growth, and how it ties into developing a growth mindset. So let's begin. First, let's break down what we mean by feedback. It's not just about grades or performance reviews. Feedback can be comments on how you're doing something, clarification of ideas, constructive criticism, confirmation that you're on the right track, and most importantly, it is information that helps you know where to go next. Now, let's connect this to the work of Carl Dweck on mindsets. Dweck emphasizes that a growth mindset involves embracing challenges, learning from mistakes, and seeing effort as a path to mastery. Guess what's at the heart of this process? You got it, it's feedback. But here's the thing, not all feedback is created equal. Research shows that the most effective feedback focuses on, first, the qualities of your work and not comparison with others. Second, specific ways to improve. And third, progress you've made compared to your earlier work. Does that sound familiar? That is because it aligns perfectly with the principles of a growth mindset. In fact, it is crucial to understand the difference between feedback and praise and to recognize different types of feedback. So let's do that. Let's start with the distinction between feedback and praise. While both can be positive, they serve different purposes. On the one hand, feedback is information about performance or understanding. It is specific, focused on improvement, and relates to learning goals. On the other hand, praise is a positive evaluation that's often general and focused on the person rather than the task. For example, "Great job" is praise, while saying something like, "Your use of vivid details in the story really brought the characters to life." So now, let's dive into the three main types of feedback. First, there is process feedback. This focuses on the strategies and effort used to complete a task. For example, you can say, "I noticed you broke down the problem into smaller steps." That's an effective approach. Second, person feedback. This is directed at personal qualities. While it can boost confidence, it is less effective for learning. And an example can be, "Oh, you're so smart." And third, product feedback. This addresses the outcome or result of the work. For instance, you can say, "Your essay has a clear structure." Research shows that feedback to the process is often the most effective way for learning and promoting a growth mindset. It encourages students to focus on strategies and effort, which they can control and improve. Understanding these distinctions helps us provide more effective feedback. And remember, the goal is to foster growth and improvement, and not just to make someone feel good momentarily. And now, how can we create a culture of feedback? And this is where things get really exciting. In a feedback-rich environment, individuals feel safe to share and receive constructive insights. Mistakes are seen as opportunities for learning and not failures. There are regular check-ins and peer reviews as the norm. And everyone, including leaders, seeks feedback. But you might be wondering, why is this so important? Well, studies in educational settings have shown that students typically need from 3 to 5 exposures to learning for it to stick. Feedback punctuates these learning opportunities, helping to refine understanding and close the gap between current and desired performance. So there are three components of effective feedback. First, it helps you to understand the goal. Second, it shows you where you are in relation to that goal. And third, remember that this process is cyclical and ongoing. Finally, here are some practical tips to foster a culture of feedback. Normalize feedback. Make it a regular part of your interactions. Be specific and constructive. Focus on behaviors and not personal attributes. Encourage two-way feedback. Create opportunities for feedback to flow in all directions. Provide training. Equip people with skills to give and receive feedback effectively. And celebrate improvements. Acknowledge efforts and progress. Keep in mind that feedback thrives on errors and misconceptions. It is not about being perfect, it is about continuous improvement, and that is the essence of a growth mindset.